you here want some wintry woodland vibes in your journals for the start of 2026? So if these pages is something you would like to see come together, you know what you do? You keep it right here. What's up everyone? This is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning. And if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas, and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. As you probably can see, I have a few printables, some from Archer and Olive that I was just too curious and I cut using my gyro cut. I have some Amy Plans things which I picked up during the Black Friday. And I have been wanting to use these, so I was waiting for my daily journal that I will start in 2026. And I have some planny thing sticker books, some Live Love Posh sticker books, some of the recent ones from all these shops. And I have some of these windows, which are always a fun component to incorporate. And I have some floral decorated one as well, which I don't end up using because I didn't want a whole lot of elements to clash. And this is my daily journal, the B5 from Archer and Olive. And this is what I have set up so far. This is the name page and the landing page for January, which the video I just shared. And if you have not checked out those videos, please do so. It is in the description. And if you like any products that you see, I will most probably have a discount code for you. And I use some distress oxides here. And I have full tutorials on how you can use that if you are keen on starting with those. And this is where we are. And as I was mentioning, my code Priya10 can earn you 10% off at Archer and Olive, Planny Thing, Live Love Posh, and a few other shops, the washi tape shop, a few shops in fact. And for Journal Say, my code Priya can earn you 8% off. And there are some upcoming releases, just so you know. And I'm also taking out some of my washi tapes from Live Love Posh, which may or may not be available in stock at the store. And I wanted to use this collection, but then I thought I had just used it in the winter journal. So I'm just really leaning towards this, but I don't end up using that either because I'm looking for something very wintry, a bit in the woodland kind of theme. So I do end up using a mix of all these. And I was saying the Archer and Olive sticker, I printed the digital versions and I did not do a good job. I just cut using my gyro cut, and I use my gyro cut pro, which you can see, and that's a very handy dandy paper tool if you are somebody who does a lot of paper crafting. And this is the whole collection. I believe it came out in November or October, I'm not sure. And I'm going to use one pair of windows. So each of these packs have only one of each design. And if you know me, I like to keep it symmetrical and I like to have something to look at even when I turn the page. So that's why I had two packs out. And I'll have all the correct names of the packs, and that way you can grab them much easier. And that is the reason I'm just putting the rest back. And it has a few designs, I believe 10 or so. Yeah, 10 pieces per pack. And I'm going to pick the exact same thing from this pack so that even for future, I'll have the similar shapes available for use. And usually it's so much of a game changer when it comes to something like these. So when I was sent a whole bunch of goodies, and I did make it a point to pick up all these windows and such elements I could use all year round. And I'm going to just outline the window and just making sure I don't go too dark either because I am heavy-handed, just to let you know. And I'm putting my self-healing cutting mat underneath. The washi cutter from Live Love Posh always comes in handy for such projects. And I'm going with the ceramic knife from, it is from Fiskars, yes. And I have linked it in the description, just so you know. And just make it a point to cut a bit inside what I drew. I mean, if you are attempting to do something similar, you might want to pick a couple, maybe go a bit more inwards into the already outline that we drew. And yeah, I did not want to go all the way through, and I did not want to go very heavy handed on the Fiskars ceramic knife either. And this is what we have, and you will see how I line it up to the element in the back. If you've seen me go through all these processes before, you know the gist of it, right? And if you like to see such creative things and see how fun it can be in your journals, then please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and you turn on the bell notification as well. And I have a whole bunch of videos that I have already uploaded, and I'm putting that paper clip onto that page so that it can be nice and secure. You see how easy that was? And that is our window, a peekaboo window. I come and do all sorts of peekaboo windows. Sometimes it's cut through entirely using similar floral windows that you see on the top left. But it could also be something that I make using just a simple washi tape. And sometimes I just cut through this and have elements behind there to see. Yeah, I try lots of different things. If you have watched me do that, even film strip washi is something I like to bring in once in a while. And this is me playing around with all the elements that can be seen from the window, through the window rather. And let's also bring in one of these barks, those wood slices. And for the other side, we'll get to the other side, but let's quickly grab a few colors in the washi tapes that we can use here. I did not want it to be too overpowering, but in the end, you see how I bring in a few bright elements, and I do end up switching things a bit around towards the end. And let me know if you have a journal lined up for 2026. Have you started setting it up? And this will be coming a bit later than what I had wanted, because I wanted to start with the setup videos in December. And all of these washi tapes are from Live Love Posh, some older ones, some newer ones. I'm not sure what is available, what is in stock, but please do check out all the shops. You never know. And I will try and link as many of the names and products. Whatever I can find, I will have that linked, because I do get asked lots of questions on certain products. And just like I normally would say, those scissors, both the scissors, the tweezer, and that paper clip you see, they're all from Journal Say. And that's a really inexpensive, I mean, that store has lots of inexpensive products, and above a certain amount, I believe it's $29 where they ship international for free. And I'm not sure what the extra tariff situation is for all of those in their states. But as an international girly, that's a very easy shop to shop, especially for me. And when I place an order, I think in less than 10 days it gets to me. And that's very, very much dependent on the time of the year. 10 days is just not happening during the holiday season. Yeah. But I think it's a very, very good place to grab quite inexpensive products, and you get quite a few products in each of the packs as well, just like you saw. And this is the washi tape. The Pixel Dash is the black and white washi set from the washi tape shop, and that's what I used. And I like to bring in different shops, different products from a few shops as and when I feel would work best. So I'm not particular that I have to rely on just one or two shops. I like to mix and match. And this is how I usually like to have my vertical Dutch doors. And you see how easy those cuttings were using the GyroCut Pro. And I have linked the GyroCut Pro. And if you are somebody who does not use a whole lot of paper cutting projects, even a GyroCut is good. I've linked both the GyroCut and the GyroCut Pro because there are a lot of knockoffs in the market, and you might want to be careful what you pick. So let's bring in a few of these elements now, just throwing in a few flowers and small elements. And if you notice, I have printed one sheet, and if you look closely, you will see that I just flipped the orientation. So you can see that it makes perfect Dutch doors. If you are somebody who would like to do that and would love to learn how to do such symmetrical elements, it's very easy. It's much easier than you think. And you can have, if you have a few extra moments, please check out my tutorial where I talk about how you can print and cut stickers. I have 2 tutorials, and that playlist will be in the description. And I also have my sticker paper recommendations for all of you who love printable stickers, and for multiple reasons, because I know a lot of people are intimidated by the very fact that they have to do the printing and cutting and all of that on their own. But it's not as hard as you imagine it to be, trust me. And once you get the hang of things, you will not want to spend a fortune on shipping. But of course, you have to take the time to do that by yourself. That's the only thing. And I do get asked what recommendations I have for my sticker papers. So I have in the description or pinned as the comment in the video, you will find premium matte, paper matte, in fact, paper matte, clear matte, and removable matte sticker paper, which I think it covers everything. So if you like, and if you are more prone to positioning and repositioning a lot of the elements and stickers, then you might want to go for the pricier removable matte sticker paper. So this is a paper matte sticker papers that I have used here. And you may have seen that when I do the setup videos, I use clear matte and I use the custom lettering for all my planners, and for the most part, I should say. And I come and do that, although I was printing usually happens on clear matte. And it is definitely a bit more pricier than paper matte, but sometimes you need that seamless look, and that's the price you pay for that. And let me know if you have started setting up your goals. I'm pretty sure you are. If you are not, then don't fret about it. If I'm sure you have a good reason why you have not. So just get to it when you can, and always remember to take a few extra moments to have some goals laid out for the year, because that usually is a game changer when it comes to achieving your goals, whether it be short term or long term. You want to save some money for some purposes, or you want to maybe learn a new language, focus a bit on your wellness and nutrition and workout. I know a lot of people at the start of the year has lots of new year resolutions. I personally don't believe in that, but if you do, good for you. And that's just not my preference. And I think you can start anytime. You do not have to wait until Jan 1st. So I started re I revisited my goals towards maybe say in November, and I talked all about it in my goal setting and arriving at my one letter word for 2026. That video just got aired, and it should be up for you to watch. And that is always a good way of approaching your goals. And that is, I start with my goals, and that's usually my process. And let me know how you arrive at your one letter word. You just come up with a bunch of words and then see what will work best, or what you think will work best. How is your process? Please tell me all about it, because everybody is different. And I like to start with my goals, and then it does help me kind of analyze where I want to go. And you can see me put together the next set of elements for the Dutch door, and I'm using some of these washi tapes also, and I'm using the Fiskars ceramic knife to trim around the washi tape, after which I'll switch to my GyroCut Pro. And all of these elements are just available in various sizes to fit the area we need. And let me know if you have any specific topic on which you would like me to have videos on in 2026. I will be having my journal setups coming. My reading journal setup is already available for you to watch, and I do have my last book that I'm finishing for 2025, sorry. And I will have my completed reading journal available for you very soon. And it's been quite a bit of catching up to do on that, but I usually go and fill in my stats and all that information that I need about reading on Goodreads. So if you like to see what I read, and if you would like to see what my reading goals were for 2025 and how far I am from my goal, please join me on Goodreads. And do you have a specific goal if you are into reading? But trust me, if you are not somebody who do not have a reading journal dedicated for reading, I would suggest you do if you are looking to get back into your reading habits. And a couple of years ago, I really was. And I think the reading journal really, really helped. And it's just that accountability partner that's sometimes missing. So just having that reading journal in my life really pushed me to read more. And there are always, if you don't know what books to read, there are always book clubs, either physical ones that you can go to, and you do get that sense of that community, and you actually go and meet new people and you have discussions. So that's an entirely whole community that's focused around reading. And just by being around such folks, you tend to read more, trust me. And if you are like me, an international person, you can still do that. But there are lots of these book clubs that, if you want to just have book recommendations, you have something called Reese's Book Club that I am a part of. So they give you book suggestions for each month. And sometimes it's something I can easily get hold of, because majority of my reading happens on ebooks, or audiobooks rather. And physical books are just too much work for me. And first of all, getting the copies of the books, depending on the publishing and the popularity and all that, it's just impossible sometimes. So audiobooks are just fine. So even if I'm filming a video, especially this one, I was filming and I had an audiobook that I was listening to, and it's a nonfiction book, and it's called The Book of Joy. And I was really paying attention to the audiobook, and this was just happening mechanically. So usually that's my norm. So I go through my books quite fast. And now let's go and fill in some of these smaller white spaces, which always, I believe, pulls the spread together. And just going ahead with the process and keeping on going with some of the elements that, again, I like to keep that white space filled. And now let's see. I think we need some wintry elements, because I wanted at least some of these gorgeous scenes. And yeah, I think it can move a bit up. And it can give you the illusion of that scene being in the distance, which is exactly what I want. And I'm going with some smaller trees. Again, a lot of these are coming out because I used my GyroCut Pro to cut through this. And GyroCut Pro, it's a pretty sharp blade. And before you know, it just cuts through the whole sheet, and then there is not even the backing that's left there. And let's see, let's move. Yeah, I think that's a good place. And I'm trying to create some dimension, some depth, and that is all I'm looking for here. And as you can see, I have used a lot of this in an earlier setup. And this one was a Northern Lights, I believe, the printable from Archer and Olive. And usually they have sales happening. And if you are not sure of what journal you will be using, they do have their everyday collection that's dropping on December 30th, 9 a.m. Central. And they also have a lot of their older designs that are being restocked. So if you have been looking for some of those, you might want to check out that release. And these sticker books from Planything are just so adorable with these animals. And this, I wish she had more animals included, but I'm glad she had a few of the animals in the sticker book. And as you can see, I've used up quite a bit already. And I'm really happy that she has a variety of winter animals in there. And yeah, let's just use some of that sticker right there. Again, all of these create different depths, illusion of depths and the dimension and all that. And I like to bring in quotes also, if you have watched me for a bit. And I think I will go for something, yeah, that peachish pink washi tape it's just throwing me off. And I don't think I want that. I know it matches the florals that are on Amy's sticker sheets, but I think this is too much. And I believe this does make it a bit more cohesive. And if you know me, I love the striped washi tape, and I don't want any of that to be wasted. So I'm cutting off at the place I want it to be, and then I can go ahead and put this coat down. And I will also come and add some other elements that can go with the coat. And yeah, the squirrel might have to go back to the sticker book. Yeah, for now. You can join some other spreads, but it looks like it's not this one. And we also have some more of the white spaces that will also need to be filled. So let's bring in this one. And this will give me a better sense of how much space I'm looking at here. And wow, that is crooked. And I don't realize it then. I will in a bit. And I'm trying to create a snowy outdoor scene here. And I'm also trying to bring in some of these other winter animals who could be hibernating, who could be just taking a nap, any of that. And I think the browns on the right page need to be balanced. So I think that's really perfect. And we will now go and complete this side of the Dutch door. And I like how that window frame just fits perfectly with the theme. And I could always come and add more decorations, but I thought that was good enough. And what else? I think I need some more wintry elements here. And I don't want to quite go into an urban setting, but will some of these cottages actually work? I think so. Yeah, it's not quite urban, but yeah, I was not sure. And that doesn't look quite as bad. So let's throw in some winter with the snow. We're talking about snow and the cozy winter vibes, so we need some actual flurries, right? Yeah, and we need it right there. So life is definitely better with snow. I totally agree. As somebody who loves winter, I would take up any excuse to bring in snow and winter and all that. And this functional sticker book from Planything has been very well loved, as you can see. I've used up a lot of the stickers in here. And let me know if you have the sticker book, because I'm not sure this is still in stock. This was a much older one. She did, Planything did come out with a restock with a different name, I suppose. And the Planything has their subscriptions that are relaunching, restarting rather, on Jan 1st. Let's kick off the new year in a very, very fun way. And the subscription boxes will be dropping at 9 a.m. Pacific, and I'll have my video going up at that time. And please make sure that you shop through my affiliate link, because I would really appreciate your support. And no discount codes will be valid on current subscription boxes, but for everything else, Even if there is a sale happening, there's usually my code Priya10, which can be stacked on top. And Mojo Jojo Plans will be having her first launch of the year happening on Jan 2nd, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So all those details can be found in the description. So looks like we are kicking off the year very well. And if you know me, you know how I love to bring in the clusters and just trying to balance some of the colors using those colored boxes. And let's bring in a hair right there. And we'll need one more cluster. And I almost went with this hexagon, but I did not want to bring in another shape. And I thought that since we already have those tree trunks in a kind of a circular shape, I thought that was a good shape to mix in with the rectangles. So just keeping it at that. And let me know how you're liking this setup so far. Winter woodland is always really magical. And please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and you turn on the bell notification as well so that you can be sure you would not miss out on any future videos that are coming. And also I have my subscriptions with very limited spots for memberships here on YouTube. It's similar to Patreon, but it happens here on YouTube. And I have a few perks that I talk about. And also don't forget to subscribe to my newsletter, which is also linked below, which has lots of useful information and tons of freebies every month. And I'm using my Pigma Micron in size 1 to have some stitches and lines and dots, some decorations for the edge of the boxes. And that I think will be the finishing touch. And please come follow me on Instagram. I do share more spreads and more sneaks, even if they don't quite get YouTube videos. The algorithm has been really, really bad lately with Instagram, and I think everybody talks about it everywhere. And hope you are having an amazing winter break, recharge, and rest up, because you might want to start your year on a very high note. You need all that energy to keep going. And if you have not thought of your goals for the upcoming year, you might want to actually start thinking about it. And don't overthink it or don't overdo it. Just keep it simple, something that you would like to achieve, because half the things that you manifest, that's the whole process starts here. Because I personally have found that if you write it down, it's more likely to happen. That's how it has happened in my life. And now you see me throw in the last bit of finishing touches with these blue lanterns. And these are PET flakes from Journal Say. And you can see that linked below as well. I will try and link the product. Hopefully it is still in stock. And just some clusters will have these florals and the lanterns hanging from them. And I think that will be it. And hope you like today's video. You liked it. And let me know what your favorite winter element is. Is it snow, or is it just exploring outdoors, or just staying inside and staying warm and cozy? What is your jam? And yeah, I'm trying to see which of these lanterns I should add here. And I think I'll go with that. I just do not want it to hit the rabbit's head. And you see, it just peels off. And I was trying to, I think I was holding it on the wrong side, so that is why I had a bit of a difficulty there. And that is my final spread. Let's just throw in my last couple of quotes and we should be done. And hope you loved these winter woodland scenes that I recreated. And please find all the information regarding all the videos I talked about also in the description. And thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.